What's up, guys? I'm Jamel Jones, the Lone Wolf Entrepreneur. I help entrepreneurs just like you fire their jobs and start building generational wealth for their bloodlines. In this video today, I want to talk to you a little bit about how to get your first lease option deal, utilizing some free tools that you have at your disposal. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the Craigslist that is inside of your city, whatever city you're in. You're going to do chicago.craigslist.org. All right. And from there, you're going to go to real estate for sale. Over here on the side, what we're going to do up here, we're going to click on owner, scroll down some, housing type. We're going to say house, townhouse, condo, manufactured. And then we're going to hit apply. And so up here, we're going to go to oldest. And this is going to be all of the properties on here that are for sale by owner, but they've been on here for a long time. So any of these, literally any of these, because we know we solve the biggest problem, right? The biggest problem in the real estate game is finding people who want to sell their property. They all want to sell their property. They're right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on either one of these. We're going to start with this one right here. We're going to read through it. Sell by owner directly, amazing, blah, 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 which is perfect. Doesn't look like they have a phone number on here, which is cool. It's still cool. And it doesn't matter what the property looks like, anything like that. 9 times out of 10, if a property is for sale by owner, it's livable. And that is the perfect condition for a lease purchase or a lease option. So you're going to send them a message. And the only thing the message is going to say is, hey, I was looking at your property out in Hoffman Estates. I'm a real estate investor, and I help people who are selling their properties like you find a buyer for their property, right? So you want to be straightforward and letting them know, I'm not looking to purchase your property directly, but I can help you find a buyer. Now, that's the script that you want to use if you're planning on doing a lease option assignment, which I recommend doing assignments as your first deals for lease purchases because it teaches you how to navigate the deal and you just in and out, just like a wholesale deal, right? So I'd reach out to them. Hey, man, I see you been trying to sell your house out in Hoffman Estates. Looks like it's been a while. I'm a real estate investor. What I do is I connect buyers and sellers. But the only way this will work is if you're willing to take your money over time, right? They're going to ask some more questions and stuff. But the main thing that you want to focus on is you want to let them know that even though they're taking their money over time, they're going to get their full asking price. You're going to get your full asking price or close to it. You're going to get monthly payments on your property. So if you have a mortgage, that's going to be taken care of. It will not stop you from buying another house because a lot of people, they don't like to do this because they think that they need to sell one house in order to buy another house to live in. And that's not the case at all. The other benefits is by receiving those monthly payments from that tenant buyer, their credit is still being built. And the way that the agreements are structured is the owner does not have typical landlord responsibilities. There's no sending plumbers out to fix the toilet in the middle of the night. There's none of that because the people who are getting into the properties are not renters. They're buyers. They are tenant buyers. So they're going to get in there and they're going to feel like it's their house. And you're going to make it very clear verbally and in the agreement that you find to get into the house. You're going to vet them first. You make sure that you assure them that you're going to vet the people first and all of that stuff. And you want to let them know that you can continue to sell your property the way that you want to sell it. I just can't look for a buyer for you unless we have a memorandum. It's not an official agreement, but you let them know that it's non-exclusive. So if we enter into this agreement, you can still continue to sell however you want to sell. And if you find a buyer before I find you a tenant buyer, then our agreement is null and void. So you let them know it's literally no risk to them at all. And so once you get somebody, you're going to go through all of these. Most people are going to tell you no. That's just the way it goes. You go through all of these and you explain it to them the best way you can, like I just explained it to you. And as soon as they say, yeah, why not? Let's do it. You're going to do what's called a Memorandum of Option. And that looks like this. This Memorandum of Option is secure, equitable. You can get this in the description. You're going to fill this out and you have to get this notarized. This has to be notarized. I'll make another quick video about how to fill this memorandum out in depth, as well as the lease option, the option agreement, and the lease with the option of purchase agreements. It's only two, but they got different names. But real quick on how to fill this one out. Property located in the state of Illinois, county of Cook. This memorandum, and this will literally be your state and your county, right? This memorandum of option is made concurrently with an option to purchase contract and is entered into whatever day of whatever between optionor, that's the owner, and optionee, that's you. The above parties have entered into this option to purchase agreement dated blah, 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 blah. This option to purchase agreement shall expire. I do 60 days and I let them know it's only 2 months. It's only 2 months. And if I don't find nobody in 2 months, then we both go about our lives. No harm, no foul. And you let them know that you're going to spend the resources. You're going to spend the time trying to find a buyer. They don't have to do anything. They don't have to do anything. You're going to do all of that, right? This option to purchase agreement shall expire on whatever, and unless exercised or extended, optionee shall have no further rights to purchase the property, and the agreement will expire and no longer be enforced. This memorandum of option shall be filed with the clerk of with the county clerk in the county of whatever county you're in. A copy of the memorandum agreement may also be filed with this memorandum. A copy of the option to purchase agreement may also be filed with this memorandum. A copy of the option to purchase may also be obtained by contacting whatever your name is and your mailing address, or you can do an email address. It's up to you. In witness thereof, the parties in this part below has to be done with the notary in hand. You can fill this part out, obviously. And this right here will be the statute in that state or that county that you're in witness thereof, the parties hereto have affirmed their signature as of the day and written above. Optionor, again, that's the seller. Optionee, that's you. Now you might be asking, why am I putting my name on there if I'm going to be assigning it out? So all of the agreements with a lease purchase assignment or a lease option assignment are initially in your name, and then the purchase and sale agreement or whatever option to purchase agreement between you and the seller. And then you do another one with you and the buyer, just like a wholesale deal. And then you assign those agreements back to between those two people, A and C. State of Illinois, county of Cook, acknowledged and sworn before me on this day, blah, 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 blah. And there you go. And then you take this and you file it with whatever county that you're in. And so from that day forward, however many days you chose up here, you now have the ability to find a tenant. Now, some pro tips for doing that. The very first deal that I did like this, I put it on Craigslist. I put it on Craigslist as a rent to own, and I got it sold in a day. I got my first deal sold in a day. The entire process from beginning to end, from reaching out to the seller to finding a buyer and assigning the agreement back, took 6 days total. Okay, now your results may not be like this, right? It's all about finding that right buyer and finding that right seller, finding that right seller and finding that right buyer. So, excuse me. But this 100% is doable, right? So, and if they say no, you know what I mean? You go on to the next. You don't even wait for them to say no before you go on to the next. You hit everybody on this list, and that's a wholesale deal. Most likely that's a wholesaler posting the property for sale. But you hit everybody on this list, and you look over the pictures a little bit. If it looks like a nice property and it's livable, then shoot them a message. I mean, it's as simple as that. You're going to get told no a lot. A lot of people go curse you out and all types of stuff. But you have to get through all of the no's before you get to your yes. All right. And That's it. It's literally just that simple, guys. I'll make more videos on how to do the agreements from start to finish. So make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell so that when I make more videos, you get updated, you get notified. But yeah, I'm Jamel Jones again, along with Entrepreneur, and it's my job to help you guys fire your job and start building generational wealth for your family. All right. So I'll see you guys in the next video.